Hello friends at Hopkins, my name is Farmer Chris. I am a farmer here in Chesterfield County. I grow cows and chickens and sunflowers, sometimes even pumpkins. It's my favorite thing to do, but during the day, I get to work for 4-H. Do you see over my shoulder? I have the 4-H sign. I work at Cooperative Extension, which is just a fancy way to say that I work in an office that can help farmers and anybody that likes to grow things in their yard. So, I'm talking to you today because you got a kit from your teachers, a Gardens to Go kit. That means you get to plant stuff. So, I think that you got a pot that looks a lot like this. Mine's kind of banged up, and that's okay. It has holes in the bottom. Also got some seeds. Let's look at it. It came in this tiny little envelope. They look real small, and they're wrapped up in this package. I'm going to keep it in this package until it's time to plant. Also, got a bag full of soil. Is it soil or is it dirt? Dirt makes you dirty. Soil, you get to grow things in. So, we'll call it soil for today. So, I am at my computer, just like you probably are. I'm going to go outside, and we're going to plant our seeds together. I want you to watch it before you go outside, and then you get to go out and do it yourself. So I'm going to pause this, and I'll meet you outside. Be right back. Hey everybody. So, I made it outside. Sun is shining. It's kind of breezy. It's a little cool. Feels like fall outside to me. So, I came outside for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I've been at my computer for a while, and it kind of makes me feel meh. So, it feels good to get outside, stretch, take a deep breath, kind of just look around. It's nice out here. Number two, I'm gonna be messy. Farming is a messy thing, so it's a lot easier to clean up when I'm outside. If I did this on my kitchen counter, I would probably want to put down something so that when I spill some of my soil, I can sweep it up easily. But outside, no big deal. I also needed to collect a couple of things, so let's look and see what I have. Number one, and most importantly, is I have my pot that came from school. You'll notice it has those holes in the bottom. If I was to put my soil in now, what do you think would happen? Are you saying that it's going to go right through? You're right. It would fall right through. So my pot is important, but now I need to put something on the bottom that will help filter out the extra water, but keep my soil and my seeds inside. So I looked around and I found some mulch. Mulch is just wood chips. A lot of times you see it at the playground, maybe in your yard. Some of us will have this around where we live. Some of us might not. So I found rocks. I found some rocks. Those would work pretty well. Now, you might not be able to find any of those. And look, I found a pine cone. Pine cones can be kind of pokey, but I'll be careful. I could pull some of these out, and that would kind of be like mulch, and that would work. It would keep the soil in and keep the water flowing through that it needs to, because we don't want our plant to get so soggy. Are you ready? Let's plant. So, out of all of those things, I think that I'm going to use my mulch chips. Have my pot, put my mulch chips in. I want to make sure that it kind of blocks the hole. I still see sunlight through there, so I'm going to add a few more pieces. I want the bottom all the way covered up, just like that. Now, are you ready? I have my bag of soil. Dirt makes you dirty. Soil you get to grow things in. I'm going to fill my pot up to about that first ring around the top. Are you ready? Some of you like to get dirty. Some of you don't like the way it feels. I don't mind. So I'm going to just pour a little bit. Oh, it's pretty good. What do you think? It's hard to see on mine because my pot is dark and my soil is dark. It's up till about that first line. I'm going to give it a shake. Make sure everything's gotten good. Okay. Now what's next? I have my tiny seeds. Do you remember? I don't know what you guys are planting. It might be a radish or something like that. Now, You need something else, but you don't have to look for it because they're right there. We get to use our hands. One hand is going to be your cup, and your other hand is going to be your pincher. I'm going to pour the seeds into my cup, and I'm going to use my pincher to pick them up and sprinkle them into my top of my pot. You ready? I'm going to pause it to get. Okay, you ready? Now, I have my cup, I have my soil, and I have my seeds. I'm going to pour it into the palm of my hand. All the little seeds will be in the wrinkles of my hand. Tap, tap, tap. Hey, if you spill some, is that okay? It is. Remember, farming is messy business. We don't sweat the small stuff. Here are the seeds in my pot. Here's my pincher. I'm going to pinch some of the seeds, sprinkling around in the top. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. And then with my extra, you can plant them, you can save them. You know what I'm going to do? There, took care of it. Now, when I'm planting with my kids at home on my farm, we like to talk about how we are tucking the seeds into bed. So I just put my seeds in the bed. Now I'm going to reach back into my bag of soil. I'm going to grab another pinchy pop, and I'm just going to sprinkle it around on top. I'm not going to pat it down, because that's probably enough. Those seeds were pretty small, and I don't want to push them too hard. Tap my pot, and that's it. Now, another thing that I did not gather that you guys are going to have is you got to water your seeds. Now, should we pour a whole lot of water into our tiny little pot with our tiny little seeds? No. I want you to be a rain cloud, but I don't want you to be a thunderstorm. So I want you to trickle a little bit of water onto your soil. Can you do that? All right, now I'm going to pause you again, and we're going to go back inside, and I'm going to find a window, and I'll show you what my window will look like that I'm going to put my pot and my seeds in so that my seeds can grow. Here's a fancy word for you. A seed, when it starts to sprout, we say it's germinating. Isn't that a cool word? So I'll see you in a minute at our windowsill. Okay, hi everybody. So I'm inside back in my office, and you can see it's pretty sunny in here. So I have my pot, and I pretended to be a rain cloud, not a thunderstorm. I sprinkled a little bit of water on top. Now I need to put something underneath of it because I don't want it to make a mess on my windowsill. You can use a couple of different things. You can use a paper towel. That would catch it. You can use an old baggie, put that underneath. That would work. Or I even have a lid to maybe a jar that I grabbed out of my kitchen that my grown-up said that was okay. I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to move my plant into the sunny spot. Now, another thing that's important when you're farming is, well, I planted this, but am I going to remember what it is? Maybe, maybe not. So I made this tag to tell me what I planted. It's probably backwards for you guys, but I wrote Gardens to Go. I planted mint, and I planted it on September 21st. Stick it in my pot, and I'm going to move it into the sunshine, and it's going to stay there. I want you to check on it about every other day. Make sure to be that rain cloud and give it a little bit of water. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.